Imagine a city where millions chase dreams every single day. A city of bridges, stories, struggles, and opportunities. Now imagine rising to lead that city, even when the world tells you, people like you don't belong here. This is the story of Sadiq Khan. A story of hope, ambition, sacrifice, and determination. A journey that begins in a small council house in South London and rises all the way to City Hall, the heart of one of the greatest cities in the world. Stay with me, because this story isn't just about politics. It's about possibility. It's about how far a child's dream can travel when carried with courage. Early life in South London. Sadiq Khan was born on October 8, 1970, in Tooting, South London. His parents had recently migrated from Pakistan, searching for a better life. A better chance. A better future for their children. Sadiq was the fifth of 8 siblings. A large family living in a small council house, where every corner was shared. Every meal was stretched. And every day was a reminder of the challenges of working-class life. His father worked as a bus driver. His mother stitched clothes at home to support the family. Money was tight. Opportunities were limited. But love, discipline, and ambition were abundant. Even as a child, Sadiq learned an important truth. Where you start does not define where you can go. Growing up in a working-class family. Life in the 1970s and 80s wasn't easy, especially for immigrant families. Sadiq saw racism, judgment, suspicion, and stereotypes. Barriers built not with walls, but with assumptions. But he also saw strength. His father's pride in honest work. His mother's resilience. Community support, neighbors sharing meals, laughter, and struggle. These experiences shaped him, teaching empathy, grit, and determination. He often says, "I grew up on a council estate, but I grew up rich in ambition. Education, identity, and ambition." At school, Sadiq wasn't the tallest, loudest, or strongest. But he was driven. He loved reading. He loved debating. He was curious about how the world worked. Yet he was also navigating multiple identities. Pakistani at home. British outside. Muslim in a secular society. Working class in one of the world's wealthiest cities. He learned that identity could be a strength. One teacher told him, "You have a sharp mind. You should be a lawyer." It was the first spark of belief from someone outside his family. A new dream began. Becoming a lawyer and fighting for justice. Sadiq studied law at the University of North London. Not a prestigious school filled with privilege, but a university where students worked part-time, paid their own fees, and studied with hunger, not luxury. After graduating, Sadiq became a human rights lawyer. Not glamorous, not lucrative, but deeply meaningful. He defended ordinary people, tenants facing eviction, minorities facing discrimination, workers being treated unfairly. He took on powerful institutions and government bodies. His clients were not wealthy, they were unheard. Through this work, he saw how policy shapes human lives. And a new thought began to grow. I can do more than defend rights. I can help create them. Entering politics, a new beginning. In 2005, Sadiq Khan entered politics and was elected as the Member of Parliament for Tooting, the same community where he had grown up. Imagine that! Representing the very streets where he once struggled as a child. As MP, he spoke passionately about housing, safety, equality, and workers' rights. He didn't speak like a polished politician. He spoke like someone who had lived the struggles. In 2009, he made history, becoming the first Muslim ever to sit in the British cabinet. But this came with attacks on his faith, background, and identity. Despite the criticism, he stayed focused on his mission: to give a voice to people who were never heard. Historic mayoral victory, 2016. Then came the defining moment. Sadiq announced he would run for Mayor of London. Many doubted him. Many mocked him. Many said London would never elect someone like him. But London proved them wrong. He won by one of the largest mandates in UK history. A bus driver's son. A child from a council estate. A working-class Muslim man. Became the mayor of one of the most powerful cities on earth. His victory echoed around the world, inspiring millions who had been told you can't. Challenges, controversy, and leadership. Being mayor wasn't a fairy tale. Sadiq faced terror attacks, transport crises, housing shortages, political rivalry, global pandemic pressures, and constant media scrutiny. He was blamed, criticized, attacked online, misrepresented, misquoted. But he showed up every time. He worked for London, fought for communities, expanded affordable housing, improved transportation, championed climate action, and stood firmly against hate. Some supported him. Some didn't. But one thing remained clear. He fought for the city he loved, his legacy and global impact. Sadiq Khan's story is more than politics. It is a story of breaking barriers, challenging expectations, and rewriting narratives. His election inspired immigrants, minorities, Muslims, working-class families, young people everywhere. His life sends a powerful message. If he can do it, maybe I can too. Conclusion: the lessons of his journey. Sadiq Khan's journey teaches us that where you begin does not define where you end. Courage matters more than comfort. Dreams grow even in small homes. Diversity strengthens nations. Leadership is service, not status. From a council house in Tooting to leading one of the world's greatest cities, his story continues to inspire millions. This is the story of Sadiq Khan. A story of hope, resilience, and the courage to rise. Thank you for watching this journey. If this story inspired you, if it taught you something valuable, or if it reminded you that courage can come from anywhere, give this video a like. It truly helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more powerful stories and life-changing lessons. And share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Your support helps us bring more stories that motivate, educate, and inspire. See you in the next video.